Hello, thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, consider joining the family by hitting that subscribe button and remember the notification bell because that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a video. My name is Jenny and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. I'm so excited because today's video is part of my monthly collab, What Would You Do? And I have some of my creative friends joining me this month. Thank you ladies for accepting my invitation. We all are creating some DIYs using wood. I'm going to link all of their channels in the description box below along with the playlist. After watching this video, check out the playlist and their channels to see how creative they are. I want to say hello and welcome to anyone who's coming over visiting me from the other ladies' channels. Thank you, and I appreciate you stopping by. For my first DIY, what I'm going to be using is for these wood planks from the Dollar Tree. All of these items here are from the Dollar Tree. I have some tumbling blocks, and I'm going to be using 2 of the little small wood cubes from the Dollar Tree as well. I have one of these long wood planks and one of the square ones. I'm also going to be using 4 of these wood boxes, and these are the inserts from the other boxes from the Dollar Tree. I have 2 of these pretty succulents, and I'm going to be using some white chalk paint and some burnt umber acrylic paint. What I'm doing first is just assembling these wood pieces how I am going to attach them using some hot glue. And I'm going to flip it over, and I did cut a craft stick in half because what I'm going to do is take some hot glue and I'm going to add it to the pieces that I connected for extra security. So I'm just going right over where I hot glued the pieces together. Then what I'm going to do now is take the white chalk paint and I'm going to paint this entire piece. And if you're visiting from any of the other ladies' channels, I hope you do enjoy this video and I hope you decide to hang around. I also hope everyone had a fantastic Father's Day. I did, can't complain. We had some rain and thunderstorming, but for the most part, the day was really nice. The kids enjoyed giving their father the gifts that they picked out for him, so that was really nice to see. And I'm sure you can hear in my voice, these sinuses are back, but overall, I feel okay. So what I'm going to do is put that to the side, and I'm going to start working on my other wood pieces. The first thing I want to do is create lids for 2 of these boxes. So I'm taking this longer wood piece, and I'm just going to trace out the side of these boxes and then just take my knife to cut them out. And then what I'm going to do is take my Dollar Tree sanding block to sand the edges down and then just make sure that everything fits nicely on top. The next thing I'm going to do is take that burnt umber acrylic paint and I'm going to paint all of these wood pieces, including the tumbling blocks and 2 of the little small Dollar Tree wood cubes. Now when I apply the paint, what I'm going to do is take a paper towel to wipe off the excess paint. For this piece, I'm only going to paint the front. I was attempting to paint the back, but then I realized that you're not going to see the back of this piece. And what I like is when I wipe it with a paper towel, this burnt umber leaves a really pretty stained look. And so I am going to do all of these wood pieces the same way. So with this DIY, I wanted something to style on the wall, but I wanted it to be functional. I love functional decor, and so I thought this would be a great idea to have something cute on the wall that's also functional. And so after I get all of these pieces painted, I'm going to start putting everything together. And the first thing I'm going to do is, so these lids will just slide off the box, what I'm going to do is hot glue these tumbling blocks to the bottom of it. So I'm just picking which side looks the best, and then what I'm going to do is attach these tumbling blocks. And the reason why I'm attaching them, why this is on the box, is to make sure that these tumbling blocks are in close enough to fit in the inside like that. And then I'm going to take the little small wood cubes to add to the top, and then that is complete. and it fits on the box and it do not slide. And I'm going to repeat that step with the other one. And then I went into the Design Space and I just typed up home is where it's at, and I printed it using my Cricut Joy. And I'm just going to take that same and I'm going to transfer it over to this wood piece. I thought the phrase home is where it's at will be cute styled on this decor pieces with these little keepsake boxes. And then after I get that transferred over, what I'm going to do next is just start adding all of these pieces together. And I'm going to take this piece right here and add it right to the center of this white piece. What I'm doing is just taking that leftover burnt umber acrylic paint and just brushing over this first. And then what I'm going to do is just take some hot glue to attach that wood piece right in the center. And so what I'm going to do next is attach these little wood boxes, and I'm just going to use my hot glue to attach these boxes on each side of this piece. And so the right thing to do is take a measuring tape or something to make sure that these are all centered correctly, but I'm just eyeballing it because I'm okay with that. But the right thing to do is to measure to make sure that they all are centered. And so after I get all of the boxes hot glued down, one thing is you can add some jute cord to the back to hang this, but what I'm going to do is just hang it on the little ledge that is in the back, you know, from the openings on the little wood pieces. And so now all I have to do is just add my succulents and my lids, and you can switch them around and add them wherever you think they will look nice at. And so after I finish deciding where I'm going to do it, this is complete, and I absolutely love how this turned out. And so now I'm going to get started on the second DIY for today. And what I'll be using is one of these little wood trays from the Dollar Tree. I also have a greenery pick here from Walmart for 97 cents. I'm going to be using 4 of these beads. And I did get these beads from, oops, I'm losing one from Hobby Lobby for $1.97 a pack, and I have some of that Dollar Tree ribbon. I'm going to take this burnt umber acrylic paint and do the same thing by painting this tray and then taking some paper towel to wipe off the excess paint. And so I used my Cricut Joy to print the same Enjoy the Little Things, and I'm just going to transfer that over right to the inside, close to the bottom on the side of this tray. And I'm just going to take my little Cricut tool to help me transfer that over. And then once I get that transferred over, the next thing I'm going to do is take those little beads and I am going to hot glue them down to the other side of this tray where I didn't put the wordings. And I'm just going to take the first one and add it to the corner, and I'm just going to add the other 3 right next to each other. So after I get all of the beads hot glued down, I'm just going to pull off some pieces of greenery off of that Walmart pick. And then what I'm going to do next is, before I add those little greeneries and the beads, I'm going to hot glue that Dollar Tree ribbon around the outside of this tray. And so I am going to take a piece of this ribbon to create a really basic bow just to add to the top of this little wood sign. And I'm just going to hot glue that right to the top. And then what I'm going to do is add my little greenery pieces inside the little wood beads. And I just wanted the beads to be like little planters. And then after I get all of those in there, this little side is complete. I thought this little box would be cute with the little saying enjoy the little things. I absolutely love how this turned out. This is really cute. And so now I'm going to get started on the third DIY for today. And what I'll be using is some of these wood tumbling blocks from the Dollar Tree. Also from the Dollar Tree, I have one of these little wood cubes and one of these cute little succulents. I am going to be using the same color paint choices. The first thing I'm going to do is glue these tumbling blocks together to create a little box. And so what I'm doing is hot gluing 3 of them together, and then I'm going to do another set of 3. And then I'm going to do 2 sets of 2s. And then what I'm going to do is hot glue these sets together to create a little box. So I'm going to put the 2 sets of 2s on each side. And then I'm going to take that set of 3 and hot glue that right to the top. And then I have created a little square box, and I'm going to take that little box and hot glue that right to the top of that little wood cube. And then what I'm going to do now is take that burnt umber acrylic paint, and I am going to paint over this piece, and then I am going to take my paper towel to just wipe off any excess paint. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just take some of that leftover white chalk paint that's on the brush and just distress over the top, just over the little wood tumbling blocks. And then after that is complete, all I have to do is push that succulent right down in the center, and this DIY is complete. And I think this is so cute. I absolutely love how this turned out. And so now I'm going to get started on the fourth and last DIY for today. And I'm going to be using some of these wood sticks from the foam brushes from the Dollar Tree. I also have a 4-pack of these round wood pieces from Hobby Lobby, and they're originally $2.99, but I paid $1.49, 50% off. And I'm going to be using the same color paint choices. What I am creating is a tier tray, and I'm going to take 2 of these wood sticks, and I'm going to hot glue them right next to each other on one side of one of the round wood pieces, and I'm going to repeat that step to another one of the wood pieces by hot gluing them on the opposite side. Now I'm taking another piece, and I'm going to hot glue that right on top of those wood sticks. And then the next step I'm going to do is take the last 4 wood sticks, and I'm going to hot glue one down to each side of this round wood piece. And then what I'm going to do after I get all 4 of those hot glued down is take that last round wood piece, and I'm going to hot glue that right to the top. Now I'm going in with that burnt umber acrylic paint to paint this entire piece, and I'm going to repeat the step of taking some paper towel to wipe it off the excess paint. And then what I'm going to do now is just distress it using that white chalk paint, and this tier tray is complete. And what I'm going to do is just style some little greenery and some other little decor pieces that I have, and I absolutely love how this tray turned out. I love the little caged in greenery in the middle. You can add a candle to the top. I just really like this piece, and I think it came out so cute. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. I absolutely do appreciate all of the support. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. Here is a second look of all of the DIYs that I created today. And remember, today's video is part of my monthly collab, What Would You Do, every third Monday of the month. I am so excited to see what all of my talented friends has came up with. I'm going to link their channels in the description box below along with the playlist. So after watching this video, check out the playlist to see what they all created, and remember to visit their channels. They are so talented, and please tell them that Jenny said hello. In the comment box below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And until next time, my friends, stay safe so that I can see you in the next video.